Salina providing an update on an investigation into a baby's death. The 7-week-old died in July. Police were waiting on a forensic report and autopsy results before determining next steps. Today, police tell us the autopsy showed something that requires further investigation. A Wichita expert is being brought in now to determine the manner of the baby's death. Police say no arrests have been made, but there could be a person of interest in the case.
The